Welcome to today's module, Turning Off the Power, a step-by-step guide to turning off a circuit. Today's scenario has you looking at an electrical outlet in a high-traffic hallway of your house. This outlet usually has a nightlight plugged into it, but this nightlight has a tendency of falling out from time to time, making those midnight snacks a little more precarious. You've decided to change the outlet with one that has a built-in nightlight. You have picked out and bought the outlet, and now you're ready to begin the process of swapping out the outlets, but you're not quite sure what the next step is. First thing you want to do is locate your circuit breaker box. These are typically found in a garage or basement of your house. The circuit breaker box in my house is located in my garage. Yours should look similar to the image on the right, gray paneling with a smaller rectangle cut out of the center. That smaller rectangle is actually the door to your circuit breaker box, and when you open it, you'll see some switches, as well as a list of each circuit that you can find in your house. And so your box, again, should look similar to the images you find on your screen. A little closer look at the switches. They are usually black with an on and off side to each. Those are your individual circuit breakers, and to the side of those circuit breakers is a number that is etched into the metal. Those numbers correspond to a circuit, and those numbers can be matched up to the list that you can be found on the door. That way, you know which number circuit controls what. Switching a circuit to off will cut off the electricity to that part of your home. Now, if we look back at the door, you can see the list of circuits. And the numbers that are found on each of the rectangles of the chart correspond to the numbers found next to the switches. So for example, the circuit with the number 30 assigned to it controls the flow of electricity to the living room. So now how do you know what circuit to turn off? Sometimes it's easy to tell what circuit needs to be shut off. If an outlet is located in the dining room, then you just shut off the circuit that controls electricity to the dining room. But what about the outlet, like the one in our scenario? It's in a high traffic hallway, but there are no circuits that are directly assigned to hallways. So how do we know what circuit to shut off? Using a trial and error method is probably the easiest and safest way to go. I'll explain what that means on the next slide. So using a trial and error method, this method is good to use even if you're confident in which circuit breaker to shut off. Find something to plug into the outlet you wish to shut off. I used a small desk lamp. Now, look at your list of the circuit breaker box and determine which circuits make the most sense to turn off. The outlet in our scenario is located near the living room, the dining room, and the kitchen. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to try each of those circuits and see which one turns off the lamp. Switching off the correct one will shut the lamp off, meaning that it is now safe to proceed. Okay, that means the outlet no longer has electricity flowing through it, so you can safely switch out the outlet without fear of any electrical shock. Fun fact, the circuit breaker that was shut off to turn the lamp off in the last slide was actually number 26, which is actually a circuit that controls the 2 bedrooms upstairs. So even though the hallway outlet is nearer to the living room, the dining room, and the kitchen, the outlet was not on any of those circuits. So make sure you're using that trial and error method because you never know which outlet is going to be connected to which circuit. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please scan the QR code for more information and have a wonderful day.